Ever since I started this channel, and especially since I started doing videos on Nexon games, the requests for one game in particular have been overwhelming. Mabinogi. Mabinogi. You know, I really need to hire a linguist for this show. Now, unlike, well, all of the Nexon games I've done up to this point, Mab, can I call you Mab? I'm gonna call you Mab, is a sandbox MMO, meaning a lot of the content, and pretty much the entire game in general, really only begins to open up after you spend a lot of time in the game. But I don't have a lot of time, so I'm just gonna cover the first few hours. And I'll just say it now, unlike a lot of other sandbox games which have a lackluster new player experience, Mab actually does a really good job of introducing new concepts and ideas slowly, rather than just waterboarding your ass with new systems. So let's create our character. One of the more interesting concepts in Mab is character age. In character creation, you can actually watch your character grow up right before your eyes. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Puberty. I was a late bloomer. Actually, that's just one of the races. You've got your giants, your elves, and your easy humans. This is, of course, referring to the stats that each race has, which makes them more fit for certain talents. So choose wisely. I ended up going elf. You'll pick your hair, mouth, and stare into the eyes of pure evil. Yes, yes, yes. The Hive Leader does not condone mayhem or murder. Please put down the weapon that has magically appeared in your hand and continue watching. Thank you. Lastly, you'll choose your ear size, which if you're an elf, I'm pretty sure this should be censored. And then we're off. Oh, we're starting with this already. Okay. I swear they have to hire pixies just to stay in there and hold those things up. Oh, sweet Jeebus, she blinks! This nice lady teaches you a few basics of the game and helps you pick your first talent. Talents are a bit like classes, but not really. They just help you pick out which skills you'd like to specialize in. And luckily, if you don't end up liking the talent you chose, you can always choose another at rebirth. Well, that sounds disgustingly convenient. Sign me up! Once you're done here, it's finally time to go down to the world. Oh good, they apparently have alcohol down here. Your first few steps in Mab teach you how to play the game, and you're actually gonna need it this time. For example, you'll need to learn how to quest. Uh-oh. I think the guitarist is having a stroke. I'd stop him, but I'm pretty sure if I took some acid, this would rock. You'll need to learn how to use your inventory, you'll need to learn how to use your skills. Basically, there's a lot of learning involved. And you know what? I don't really mind. I think I hit standard theme park MMO overload a while back, and now I'm finally willing to give myself up to the sandbox for a while. So I finally hit a small town, and it's time to learn combat. I'm a monster. Early level combat in Mab is pretty basic, but it does have a few differences. For one, I can breakdance. And two, you can choose to do things like defend or counterattack. I am not very good at counterattacking. I then attended some classes to learn how to heal before heading off to my first dungeon. You know, I felt bad about smacking around those foxes, but spiders? Yeah, no. Burn them alive! The dungeon I experienced was pretty basic. Kill a bunch of enemies in a closed-off room, the door will open, move on to the next room, repeat until you reach a boss. Ah! Giant spider! Kill it! Kill it! I could use a little help here. No? Just gonna stand there, huh? No, that's cool. I wouldn't want you to sprain an ankle while I'm fighting off a giant f***ing spider. Once that was finished, it was time for my first rebirth. And I'll go ahead and stop before this gets all PG-13 up in here. And guess what? This was fun. So many sandbox games tend to have the issue of too much too fast or too little too late. But Mab kept it easy, safe, and a little weird. Huh. Not every day you see a giant golem and his pet treasure chest just walking around. Basically, I'd say if you enjoy the anime-ish graphics, and you're really looking for a cool sandbox game that touts you can do just about anything you want, and from what I've seen, that's pretty damn accurate, then go for it. And that was Mabinogi, whatever. Now you can stop asking. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button for future videos. I've also put 2 other videos for you to watch right up here. And if you really like this video, make sure to share it on your social media like Facebook or Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, you can follow me there. I usually post stuff that's really incriminating and probably shouldn't do that. And if you really want to help the channel out, you can donate to me on Patreon like these other amazing people. I can't wait to invite you all to my rebirth. Don't bring gifts though, just bring a towel.